kicking it off today with our practically ritualistic at this point Tuesday and Thursday exercise, yoga and mindfulness stream. I feel like I am switching it up just a little bit each and every time, which I don't know. I mean, I think that's pretty much the point, right? That each show is special, each day in a way is special, and in a way each stream and show is unique. Let me take a brief moment to show you guys what I got. Last week, I think, I was reading for our mindfulness bedtime story series, and in the reading it was talking about blue mind and the sensation, the calming sensation that's created by the ocean and the sound of rushing water. And it talks in there a little bit about fountains, that fountains can help create that sensation of flowing rushing water. And that reminded me of the Buddha fountain that I used to have. I got it. I actually looked it up. I actually got it on Amazon way back in 2014 when I was working in an office. I was working for a company then called Wesco, and I was in the Datacom division. But I had a desk job, and I was like, how do I bring peace of mind to my desk? How do I bring myself that sense of calm? And yeah, I got the Buddha fountain, and that thing was amazing. That thing was awesome. The motor that was in it stopped working. I think I had to get a replacement or something, and because of that, the review I left was like 50-50. But if the customer service was a little bit better, I think I easily could have given it a 5-star. Like, I maybe should have given it a 5-star just based on the quality of that fountain, because that fountain was awesome. Eventually I had a couple moves, and it's like the entire thing was lost to time. Like, I don't think I have that fountain anymore. I think it started with me losing the pump, the replacement pump. I ended up losing, I think, initially, and then over time I lost the fountain itself. But that thing was awesome. And yeah, I looked it up, $20 I got it for. So just goes to show, if you can't afford that type of fountain, I would say see if there's one in a local public park. Maybe you can sit there and still enjoy that same sense of peace and calm. You also have the option, of course, of trying to simulate it by watching video about calming nature sounds, or rushing water, or fountain. You can probably just YouTube like fountain sound. But yeah, I basically got a replacement for that Buddha fountain, and I also got the replacement from Amazon too. Let me see if I can show you guys. So I have it set up just right here. I got it just today, and yeah, it's working great so far. Even just the sound of it brings a sense of calm. So I would like to recommend it. This fountain that I got, it is not by the same seller as the original fountain that I had. And it's a totally different style. it's a completely different style. The first one was like an actual Buddha face, and then this one obviously just has an elephant on it. I liked both fountains. I love both fountains already. This one's a little bit pricier, but it does have the wheel, the water wheel. And something about like the motion of the wheel really does add to the fountain. But yeah, I regret losing track of that original Buddha fountain. It was freaking awesome. That original Buddha fountain. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm trying to move you to a place where you can see me now. In whole, in whole what I'm doing. Might. I think that's okay. If I can get it a little, maybe angle it down a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I want to start today with yoga demonstrations. I think the happy point that I've reached for these streams is 3 techniques at a time. Obviously there are a bunch of yoga techniques out there, and if yoga is something that interests you, I invite you to check them out. Join a yoga class. Maybe you can do some independent research depending on where you are, what your level of interest is, and additionally what your level of experience is. Different yoga classes may be better for different skill levels. They may be more suited to people that have already exposed themselves to a significant amount of yoga techniques. The yoga techniques that I demonstrate on stream are predominantly for beginners, or at the very least what we would consider foundational skills for yoga. So without further ado, start my Tadasana, also known as the mountain pose. I'm going to stretch my back up, bring my chest out. Just have my hands at my sides, my feet together. So I slowly breathe in and out. Breathe in. Tadasana will be the first yoga technique for today. The other 2 that would work best for today would be Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. So let me try to demonstrate Warrior 1 here. This will be the first time I'm showing it on screen. Let me see if I can move the camera a bit. Gotta find a way there. I think that works. Just want to make sure you can see my feet. Okay, I think that's good. Yes, guys, I know there's a lot of stuff in my room. Need to organize. And yeah, it's probably gonna take a day or 2. People keep giving me stuff. It was recently my birthday on July 2nd. Yeah, and it's one of those situations where people just keep giving me things, and it's like, okay, I think I have enough stuff now. Especially clothes. Like I think I'm getting to the point now where it's like, someone gives me clothes and I don't eat it like right off the bat. It's bad, guys. It's really bad. Well, I guess it's not bad if you think about it. It's good for whoever goes to the thrift shop. But yeah, like I would say, yeah, I don't need quite so many clothes. I don't need quite so much stuff. Like it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, in my Warrior 1, my hips rotate to the front. My front leg forward, and my side, and my front leg is bent like this, to the point where my thigh is perpendicular to the floor. My back leg, my foot's pointing 45 degrees away from my body. You guys can see it, but I'm like this, okay? And then, I'm really tangling with the camera today, but it's okay. My arms come up like this, and just hold it. I'll hold it for 10, 9, 8, I want to lift my chest, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's basically a lunge. I'm sinking in. Yeah, I'm sinking in, basically. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, there you go. That was called Warrior 1. And my feet are basically like this. Like one's, my front foot's pointing forward, my back leg, my foot's pointing to the side. I'm just sinking into the lunge. I would say, depending on where you are at in terms of your stretch, take it slow. Take it slow. Like you don't need to get super duper low if you're just starting off. You can start like here, just with like a slight bend in your knee. And then once you get more flexible, by all means, you can go lower. But start slow and at a level you're comfortable with. Okay. The main thing to remember for Warrior 1 is your hips. You hear the crack in my leg there? My hips are facing forward. Alright, let's move on to the Warrior 2 now. You can try the name Virabhadrasana. Virabhadrasana 2. Standing. Unlike Warrior 1, Warrior 2, the hips are facing to the side. And yeah, it's just like this. My feet are similar to how they were in Warrior 1. My front leg is pointing forward. This is my foot. My back leg is pointing to the side, 45 degrees from where I'm standing. Bring my arms up and I sink in. 10, 9, I'm facing forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. And I'm just sinking in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alright, so that should basically do it for our yoga techniques. As the Tadasana, Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. Some of the most popular yoga techniques, and for good reason. They're easy to do and provide great value in terms of stretching. Okay, let's see if it says anything on this guide. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really give much more depth on that. The name is Vira, V-I-R-A, Vajrasana. Vira Vajrasana. And yeah, I might be saying that wrong, but it is what it is. We can refer to it as Warrior 1, Warrior 2. Okay. Alright, standing. I'll just start with my runner's warm-up, hip flexors. And these, like I keep saying, it's a great start for a run, but I personally like doing it now just as a general warm-up. It doesn't necessarily need to proceed to run, but what you will find is it will limit your risk of pulling a muscle. Each stretch I'll shoot for about 30 seconds. The technique I just demonstrated is called hip flexors. Head into flamingos. Let's see, I think 15, 14, oh, balance. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's board fox. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want to switch. Oh no, it's Italian boy. Hi, Italian boy. Thank you for the compliment. How are you doing today? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love receiving compliments. Yeah, I just like getting 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Flamingos. That's how I call them. Some people also call them quad stretches. The main focus is they promote balance. Arm circles next. I'll remember to keep my arms straight. These are super easy to do, and I can check chat while I'm doing them. Bored. Alright, well, you're just in time. Yeah, I appreciate it, Italian boy. Alright. And then I switch. Just like that. Okay. So that's 3 down, 3 stretches already. Next I'm going to head into my Frankensteins. And each stretch I'm shooting for about, let's see, like I said, 30 seconds as my mark. Frankenstein, my focus is keeping my legs straight. So you can see I'm trying to bring my feet to my hands for those. Okay. I think I'm just gonna sing leg crossovers and scorpions. there's one I'm missing, guys, just let me know. I think some of you may remember the series better than me at this point. Yeah, I'm in pretty good shape, Italian boy. It may be hard to tell with this lighting and with this shirt, but yeah, he's still a pretty good physique. Okay. And you'll probably see why with my exercise series. Part of it is DNA, part of it is exercise, part of it's diet. It's all part of the puzzle. And hopefully with some of my demonstrations, it helps some of you to feel better with your exercises and get some exercise at home. Shirtless, yeah, I don't know. Italian boy. I think, leg crossovers here. 30 seconds. I'll do 5 each side. For leg crossovers, I bring my leg up, pull it over like so. Same on the other side. Just like that. Up, over. I think that's my third. Thinking all the time. Fourth. Fifth. Just like that. And I flip. Scorpion is the opposite of leg crossover. Leg crossovers, I need to remember my back doesn't leave the floor. For scorpions, my chest doesn't leave the floor. So for those, I go up, back. Oops. Here, let me try to change. Okay, so I go up, back, like that. Kind of like my leg is the tail of the scorpion. Just like that. 1, 2. My legs are huge, so I have to be cognizant of where they fall. Up and around. 4. And 5. Just like that. Okay. Alright. Alright, try to maintain a good pace. Alright. Remember myself up. Neck stretch. Shoulder stretch. Alternating. Cross my arms. Pull them to the side. Just like that. Pull my arms behind. And washing machines, as these are called. Legs together. Take a deep breath. Reach for my toes. Just like that. All right. Thanks, Italian boy. Okay, moving into my exercise set. And I'm limber. Running in place. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, I found this like working great, you guys. It's like I just feel zen now. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I'm not sure how long I'll have it on, but yeah, probably as much as I can. When I first got it, third set, I was having a hard time figuring out the glass ball, but I think it has to do with the angle that it's. Okay, I think two more that the fountain's on, as well as the water pressure and flow. Okay, run for 10, walk for 10. Last set I'll go as fast as I can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, the fountain, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but yeah, it's working great. Okay. Okay. Star jumps. Be careful about my TV. I may do it to the side so you guys can see it from the side angle for a change. I'll go for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to keep up the pace while I still have light. Yeah, it's fading fast. Okay. We still got it though. Okay, where am I next? Burpees, I think 10 of them. It's usually what I shoot for, and I think that's what I'll do today. Where am I from? Italian boy, Southern California. Okay, I go down and up. So 10 total. 1, 2, 3. Oops, watch my feet. 4. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, feeling pretty brisk. Always do. After burpees, when I'm doing those, I'm going to plank. There is a variant you can do where when you go down into your plank, you do a push-up, return to your plank, and then come back up. I would say leave it up to your own discretion. Whichever way you prefer. For me personally, the plank is a little bit more of the efficient option, and that's the reason why I do it that way. But yeah, if you've got the what's it called, drive and initiative, you can. I think this is an opportunity to demonstrate my full body lunge, squat, lunge, lunge, balance on one, balance on the other. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like all tied together. Okay. Yeah. Gonna wrap up with mindfulness after my exercise set. So I'm sure that's what everyone's waiting for. Start with slow push-ups. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. Just make sure I'm engaging my muscles. That's why I do them slow. Want to keep engaging. Okay. That's the reset. You see when I go back, just like that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then back. Okay, terrific. Okay. Let me move up a little bit. And I can demo mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The raw strength of youth has still not been spent, so I'm going to take advantage. Okay, resting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I got 2 more sets. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to keep pushing. Exactly, Italian boy. Fast as I can. Let me see if I can show you the inversion. So, faster when I slide. When I'm physically lifting my legs, it consumes more energy and takes more time. But, yeah. Focus on achieving your own limit and pushing it. Like the song says, life along the razor's edge. What is that from Rocky? Nothing gonna stop you, nothing that's strong. Ooh yeah. Push it to the limit. Slow. I'm focused on. Mega slow. Okay, gonna move into my abs set. Those are my slow sit-ups. Just demonstrated. This is itself a yoga technique. I believe it's called Shavasana. Resting. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely one of my favorite poses. Especially when I'm recharging. I don't know, sometimes it's just nice to lay down like this. It's a way to collect yourself. start with butterfly.
We can make the rain stop.
Scissors. Just like that.
Chasing each other. Focused.
Keep working, keep working. That's the best way. Okay. Second set. You can see I'm going apart. Just like that. I'm spending what energy I have to keep my legs above the ground. Trying to pace it out too. I know some people at home, they're really looking forward to the mindfulness stream. Yeah. Cardio is also great too. Sooner than later, I will I think I'm gonna engage more and more in cardio. Nothing else to promote and improve my stamina. But yeah, it's a constant focus. Okay. I can do a quick lunge. Squats. Before I forget, I'll do 10 of them. I want to keep my back straight. Just like that. Sink in and then bounce up. Just like that. My back is straight. I'm focusing into my thighs. Okay. There. Let's unplug you because there's a traffic jam happening over there. And like I said, guys, stuff, we gotta have our things. Like, I really want to meet a girl. If nothing else, I can give her some of this stuff. Like, you know, they say like when a divorce happens, her taking half your stuff is the worst thing to happen. But for me, it's like a relief. It's so much stuff, yo. Like, I'm moving stuff around and breathe in, hold, out. With breathe for today. Alright, we're making great progress. We're already halfway through the book, guys. Oh, man, I'm reflecting like a son of a gun in my own life and trying to understand more about myself, my place in the world, my skill set. I may not be as extroverted as some of your favorite streamers, but I can offer unique insight. It's like that concept, like everyone's got a different story to tell. But yeah, hard to say where things are going to take me next. I guess that's the reason why my dad sent me this book. I guess it was my mom and my dad that sent it to me, but yeah, hopefully, my hope is that, if nothing else, by me reading this book online, it can help other people at home that might have been similar to me at the time that I was sent this book. Hopefully they're able to take away a special meaning or insight. Hopefully you can take away some wisdom that can benefit you in your personal life. Okay. Yeah, I can still hear the water rushing. Maybe if you can hear it at home too, let me know. Yeah, it's definitely soothing to read that. I think I might unplug mine. I don't know, I'll give fountain tips at the end of the reading for today. Okay. Alright. So she says children of perfectionist parents sometimes internalize a sense of failure. I think the reason for that is based on levels of expectation of the parents. Like children are, they're rock stars. They're always going to try to do what they can, I think, at least for the most part, to make their parents happy. And I think perfectionist parents can take somewhat of an additional toll. Like it can cause some degree or level of resentment in the child, or burnout, whatever you want to call it, when the child feels like they, for whatever reason, couldn't succeed, couldn't achieve. Might be a lack of patience, it might be frustration playing out. Kind of somewhat what I'm experiencing right now with piano. I personally did not play from a very early age, although in some ways I wish I could, but I think children that are learning a new skill, whether it's piano or how to play, basketball or tennis, new hobbies, my experience, the same thing. Like, sometimes you can feel like I've been trying to learn, Moonlight Sonata for months now. But a big part of that, I think, is recognizing your own limits. What I frequently reference and refer to in my exercise streams. Okay, let me continue. I think today I'll try to just get through these 2 pages. It's And we're actually getting pretty close to the end here. This book. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see. This feeling is also shared by those whose achievements are ignored. Equally, being given too much praise can dilute a sense of achievement. But Valerie is quick to point out that the numbers of people affected indicate the causes are also found outside the home. Alice Irving is a women's coach who helps mid-career women to realize their full potential. She links the syndrome to the way Western society places value on what are traditionally perceived as masculine qualities: productivity, winning, and losing, while underestimating traits that are often regarded as feminine, such as collaboration and connection. She pinpoints imposter syndrome as the sense that people aren't able to bring their whole authentic selves to the workplace, and suggests that this is behind the feeling of being a fraud. In a sense, some women feel that they are putting on an act, even if they aren't fully conscious of it, in order to conform and fit into a masculine society. Natoki Ford was accepted into Harvard to do a PhD in STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. She developed a new sense of style because she didn't want to be perceived as a girly girl, but felt so intimidated by her environment that she left and took a job as a teacher. She worked in an underserved area of LA and found that children there were already feeling insecure and stupid, quote unquote, by 7th grade. The realization prompted her to return to Harvard and confront her imposter feelings. Today, she's a biomedical scientist with a PhD, served as a policy advisor at the White House during President Obama's term in office, and is founder and CEO of FlySci Enterprise, an education and media consulting organization focused on leveraging the power of storytelling to promote social change, particularly in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. She also just happens to love lipstick and big hair. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd say just be yourself, try your best, and whatever it is, it doesn't necessarily need to be, as demanding as a PhD. It could be something small, like learning a new skill, or helping out around the house. It could be vacuuming. Any area that you could see growth or progress in. Lipstick and big hair. Whatever floats your boat, I'd say. Are there steps imposters can take to appreciate their worth and talents? Comic book author Neil Gaiman met Neil Armstrong at a night for scientists and writers. Amazingly, this legendary astronaut and aerospace engineer confided to Neil that he felt out of place at the event. It was this admission that helped the latter finally see the folly of his own imposter syndrome. The man who walked on the moon, whose achievements had been acknowledged the world over, still had imposter moments. Don't let yours hinder your progress or undermine your success. And Neil Armstrong, I don't know, there were a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding the moon landing, which might have entered Neil Armstrong's perceptions, which could have contributed in some way, shape, or form to his own imposter syndrome. To what, if any extent, that was the case, we may never know. It's just one of those things that, he probably carried with him. different reasons and rationales for different feelings. Expert tips for overcoming imposter syndrome. Number 1, drop unrealistic expectations of yourself. Valerie says imposters tend to be perfectionists who struggle if they make mistakes. A big difference between an imposter and non-imposter is that the latter can put mistakes into context, whereas an imposter feels great shame. Acknowledge it's okay to make mistakes. It doesn't lessen your talent or ability. It just means you're human. Number 2, think different thoughts. Think different thoughts. There's only one difference between imposters and non-imposters, and that's their thoughts, says Valerie. Try to pay conscious attention to your thoughts when having an imposter moment. What standard and expectation are you holding yourself to, overtly or covertly? I should have, or if I was really intelligent, capable, and confident, then I would know all the answers. Or I wouldn't have made that mistake if I knew what I was doing. Or I shouldn't have needed any help. Try to reframe your thoughts to think like a non-imposter. Like I did what was necessary under the circumstances, or I did my best with what I had available at the time. Be more compassionate to self. Even though there is certainly room for self-criticism, not being overly self-critical, I think, is key for peace of mind. And if you are offered criticism or feedback, take it with a grain of salt. 3, bring presence to the situation. Amy Cuddy, author of Presence, Bringing Your Boldest Self to Your Biggest Challenges, says that when you unite your body and your mind, you can be a true, authentic self. She defines presence as when you're attuned to and are comfortably able to access and express your best qualities, your boldest self, your core values, your skills, your knowledge, and your personality. She points out that it's responding to what is actually happening in a situation rather than what your fear is happening. Rather than what you fear is happening. The actuality, the reality versus perception. She recommends power poses. For example, standing, hands outstretched, up in the air, or hands on hips. Something of a Wonder Woman impersonation. These poses help boost testosterone, lower cortisol, and help to encourage confidence in the natural, talented self. Number 4, get to know your authentic self. Alice recommends starting an inner dialogue with your authentic self so that you can practice showing up as your whole true person, rather than just the parts you perceive others will find acceptable. She teaches women how to practice self-care, which is more than just going to bed early or buying a nice dress. The beginnings of solid self-care are much more subtle than that, she says. What imposters need to do is notice, moment by moment, what would feel good for me right now. What would be nice for me right now? How can I be kind to myself for the next minute? What would be a great way for me to spend this last free half hour of my day? By listening to your authentic needs and desires, you can move away from acting out of the fear of failure or being found out. Yeah. I would say, kind of like in Neil Armstrong's case, pay most attention to constructive types of criticism. Criticism that is rooted in reason as opposed to suspicion. Testimonial therapy, and I can go more in detail on that. Testimonial therapy. Ask clients, colleagues, and friends for written feedback and spend time reading it. Allow it to sink in so that you can start to feel your self-worth. It's all about being welcome in the world, says Alice. And you can live your dreams and be secure in your own individual gifts and talents and what you have to contribute. Okay. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's getting late. On the first page, there are several eyes. One open, one partly open, with several eyelashes around, and one closed, with the eyelashes pointing upwards. There are 4 women at the bottom of the page. One with orange hair. She has a single hand on her hip, and one stretched up overhead. She's wearing a yellow dress with several lines up and down. There's a woman next to her with a white shirt on, blue pants with a floral pattern, yellow and red and orange, flowers and designs decorate the pants she wears. She has a single hand on her hip and one down, as if to suggest a sense of calm and confidence. There's a woman next to her with her hands on her hips. She's wearing a green dress with several white flowers at the bottom of her dress. Several lines and dots decorate the area where her shirt ends, to the top part of her dress ends. And then there's a final woman. She has pink pants on. Her arms are stretched over her head in a V similar to Rocky. She's got a white and black shirt on with lines going across the shirt. She is also on the next page, but this time there's a blue design behind her, a blue backdrop behind her. And there are several eyes and hearts all around her. Tomorrow we can take a look at the guilt complex. We're getting very close to the end, you guys. It's a 96-page book. We're on page 61, so we're making progress. I recommend seeing how these concepts align to your own belief system. Try to extract what meaning you can, and if possible, leverage this wisdom and benefiting not just yourself but others as well. Much like the water behind me, see it as a ripple effect. Your positivity just emanates out, touches everyone else. All right. That should conclude mindfulness today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you were able to find a sense of peace and calm. I'll be back tomorrow to make more progress in mindfulness and probably finish out Hearthstone. I don't think I'll resume piano streams until next week, probably at the earliest. But as always, I'm grateful for my Storm champions. You weathered the storm, much like me. Maybe that's how we get the name Stormer. But thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, Storm champions, and Stormer knights, stay sheltered. There we go, and stay strong.